people. This is like following. If you want a stan account, you got to follow the other stans. And
but like,
when you
shit,
get big, you get rid of them. You get rid of them after that. It's over with.
I open up our Instagram and the first thing I see is Pro Wrestling Simp, and I'm like, what is this?
I don't look at that. I don't
It's
look
a
at that
business
stuff.
decision.
It's a business decision because that guy promotes us, and then when we don't need him anymore, we toss him aside. That's what happens.
Yeah, well, we got so fucking slap it on a t-shirt and continue to use the move forehead.
Unpretty.
This guy just say fucking forehead.
Switch.
What?
This guy say forehead.
You
Yes,
did.
I did.
You think I fucking wouldn't catch that? You think nobody on this program would catch that? But I did. For weird.
You almost didn't.
For weird.
Let's be honest, you almost didn't.
Weird champ. Weird champ. This is what we resort to here.
All right, next up.
Unbelievable. Five head.
Next
Poggers.
up, we have.
Why people happy? Pagu. Weird champ. For weird. Forehead.
Oh god.
Franker faces.
Oh.
Wowie. Why people sad. What else?
Look at how red my face is.
What else we got? Let me go on Twitch right quick. Okay.
Why? Why?
Why do people happy?
Keck.
KW, LOLW,
Oh.
XQCL.
All right. The Acclaim promo now. We were backstage.
Okay.
They're just like, yo, it's not gonna be a triple. It's not gonna be a
No,
normal.
dude, we're gonna do a fatal four-way. Poggers, bro. Thanks for the fucking bits.
Fucking damn it! Jump off a roof.
Well, they just lost Gunther, so I don't know how that is gonna survive. But what's it called? But the Third Reich faction. That's Imperium's gonna turn to the Third Reich now. But
he posted a picture on Twitter with Sean Dean. He's got his castle. It says "Justice" on it. and then somebody says Hook is some fucking girl says on Twitter, Hook is what? Stokely, I hate your bald ass so much. And then Big Stoke on Twitter goes, wow, Hook will pay for his crimes. It was confirmed that there was a forearm fracture which required a cast. I am distraught. I rolled dice with my left hand, so I'm... Please don't make me sue this company, Tony Khan. Please, you know that a portrait of your father that's hanging in your office? Well, once I own this company, I'm replacing it with a big-ass photo of James Brown. Yep. Every time you see the Godfather of Soul sweating in drug-fueled rage at the Apollo, you're gonna think of me. Sounds pretty miserable, bro. Do the right thing. Punish this little bastard Hook and write me a fat check. By the way, here's a photo of me with my best friend Al Sharpton. It means absolutely nothing, by the way. Blushing face. But somebody tweeted, he tweeted, Hook is a piece of shit, and then somebody tweeted this. Some woman, I dated a 5'8" guy who taunt every jack. Oh wait, I dated a 5'8" guy who taunt every jacked. 6'3" bro he met until they pulled their first back to beat him up. Whereupon my ex would go, hey, come on, I'm a little guy. I'm just a little guy. No, it's just also my birthday. I'm a birthday boy. It somehow always worked. And then Stokely just quote tweets it, F you.
Tony Brown, but who the f***'s in the background? It's Hook. It's fucking Hook. And then he's getting twerked on by some fucking broad. My t-shirt money is now in the ass crack of some fucking stripper. So thanks, Hook. But I don't but Jesus Christ, this is the greatest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Clip it. Oh,
but
actually,
hey, it worked out in the long run.
I actually do hope they make another season actually, because I would love to see the
we will be
American
properly
Dragon
live in just
on
a bit.
Total
We're waiting
Bellas,
on
start memeing on John Laurinaitis.
Mike to be here.
You have
The only
live
person
footage
that's
of
gonna
John
be here. We got
Laurinaitis
some
in his
news to
living room
cover,
calling somebody in his
some
underwear saying, "Hey,
housekeeping
buddy, bud, you fired."
for the
What
show
did Max Caster
itself,
say about me?
because there's going to be some big
I'm
changes
embarrassed
going
the fact that I'm
forward,
hosting a post
depending
show
on
for this-
certain
for this crap.
situations. So just so you
I'm
know.
proud of you, Carl. I love
So
this.
just give us a
We
few.
did
and
our
we'll be
Valentine's
right
Day
with
post
ya.
of Hooked on You, but it was mainly for Jamie Hayter and only
That's-
Jamie Hayter.
It's not right. It's not right. It's fucking trying to build an account and we get this bullshit on the account. Great. But
So follow a simp account.
okay. Okay, but here's the thing, because those people, this is networking. This is
We
easy
actually
networking.
follow
You
a
got
It was
simp
Zach,
account.
it was a business decision.
it's
to
a
follow
business.
the
It's a business. You
wrestling
have to
simp,
follow these
okay?
people. This is like following. If you want a stan account, you got to follow the other stans. And
I know, but, like,
when you
shit,
get big, you
I-
get rid of them. You
I
get
thought-
rid of them after that. It's over with.
I open up our Instagram and the first thing I see is pro wrestling
I don't
simp,
look
and I'm
at
like,
that.
what is this?
I don't look at that.
It
I don't
was
look
a
at that stuff.
business decision.
It's a business
okay?
decision because that guy promotes us, and then when we don't need him anymore, we toss him aside. That's what happens. This is,
Minutes go by. Yeah, well, we got go so fucking slap it on a t-shirt and continue to use the move forehead.
One pretty. This guy just say
I'll take
fucking
kill switch.
forehead.
What?
This guy say forehead.
You
Yes, I
did.
did.
You think I fucking wouldn't catch that? You think nobody on this program would catch that? But I did. For weird.
You almost didn't.
For weird.
Let's be honest, you almost didn't.
Weird champ. Weird champ. This is what we resort to here.
All right, next up,
Unbelievable. Five head.
Next
Poggers.
up, we have
Why people happy? Pagu. Weird champ. For weird. Forehead.
Oh god.
Franker faces.
Oh.
Wowie. Why people sad. What else?
Look at how red my face is.
What else we got? Let me go on Twitch right quick. Okay.
why?
Why do people happy?
Oh.
Tech W, LOL W,
Oh.
XQCL.
All right. The Acclaim promo now. We were backstage.
Okay.
They're just like, yo, it's not gonna be a triple. It's not gonna be a
No,
normal.
dude, we're gonna do a fatal four-way. Poggers, bro. Thanks for the fucking
God.
bits.
Fucking damn it! Jump off a roof.
well, they just lost Gunther, so I don't know how that is gonna survive. But what's it called? But the Third Reich faction. That's the Imperium's gonna turn to the Third Reich now. But
He posted a picture on Twitter with Sean Dean. He's got his castle. It says justice on it. and then somebody says Hook is some fucking girl says on Twitter, Hook is what? Stokely, I hate your bald ass so much. And then Big Stoke on Twitter goes, wow, Hook will pay for his crimes. It was confirmed that there was a forearm fracture which required a cast. I am distraught. I rolled dice with my left hand, so I'm please don't make
It's Wednesday, guys. You know what that means. It's time for your weekly dose of the Pro Wrestling Injection right here on the Pro Wrestling Injection YouTube and Twitch. I am the Outlaw Zach Droll here, joined by Mr. Marathon himself, Mike. Before we get into the wrestling news, we got some housekeeping stuff for ourselves to talk about. So, this past Friday, I was fired from my job.
Jesus Christ.
The warehouse has since been closed. I'm laid off. The warehouse closed unbeknownst to us. We were supposed to still be working from last Monday until April, but our director, the fucking asshole that he is, decided to close the warehouse a whole 2 months early, leaving a bunch of part-timers and leaving a bunch of full-timers without a job. So I am looking for a job. Currently, I'm applying to a bunch of retail places, and if that is the case, Wednesdays might not be a thing too much anymore.
Oh boy.
So, and the show might just be on an indefinite hiatus because I don't know days I'd be working. So that is something to inform you guys on. It sucks for us, sucks for me because I actually enjoy doing this every Wednesday, but shit happens and I can't control it. So yeah, you guys will know there will be like a final episode. I'm like, even pay-per-views, for all I know, I might be on pause and it might just be Christian and Mike doing it. So that is just to give you guys that update. It's life update. I am upset about it and I hate it. But yeah, let's just dive into the pro wrestling news. This past Tuesday, Ricky Starks signed his NXT contract. His name is now Ricky Saints. And I am okay with it. I heard his explanation. It's mainly because it's to inspire his roots of New Orleans and stuff like that. I'm okay with it. I do wish it was Starks, but I can't really say too much about it. He also went on the Busted Open Sirius XM show. I'm not sure if it's a podcast or a Sirius XM show anymore. Don't really know. He had mentioned that there were veterans who were sticking their nose in his creative that shouldn't have been. Whether that had been Chris Jericho or Copeland, don't really know. We know it's not CM Punk because before CM Punk got fired, it looked like there was going to be a program between Starks and Punk going into getting out of All In London. So he's being very vague about it, I guess, to not get in too much trouble. But I'm going to assume it's either Chris Jericho or Copeland. I'm going to assume Copeland. I'm going to go with the latter because that promo that they had, the last promo that Starks had before his injury, was very... It felt personal.
Yeah.
But also that's just us probably nitpicking. Other news, there was... We had Grand Slam this past Saturday. A fun show. Really wasn't... I didn't love it. It was like background noise to me, but it was a fun show.
Speaking of that, so I had to, because of the NBA All-Star crap, I had to watch the last like half hour of it on Max. Holy crap, is the audio inconsistent as all hell.
Max for me, every time it would go to commercial, it would just buffer. And it would not go to commercial. I had to switch over to my Spectrum web browser because I was streaming it for friends, just to watch it properly. But at least on Spectrum, even though we don't really watch picture-in-picture, there's picture-in-picture on normal broadcast. I don't know why there's no picture-in-picture on the Max feed. There should be. Hell, if you kind of like what they do for Netflix, if you pay for a certain subscription tier for Netflix, you don't get as many commercials for Raw. How about have limited commercials for Dynamite and for Collision? Makes the most sense. But yeah, so there was a Dynamite tonight, and gonna be honest, only like 3 things I cared about. Like 3 things were good.
Yeah, it was a weak one.
And the venue they had, I was curious about it. I liked it. It felt like Daly's Place a little bit. It had a slight feel of Daly's Place, but indoors.
Yeah, a little bit.
I love the close, intimate stuff for Dynamite. I love the smaller venues. I love feeling like it's back in 2019, where it was close, personal arenas. So, yeah.
Yeah, plus that also just makes it more enjoyable if you're there as a fan.
Yes. We opened up the show today with MJF and Hangman Adam Page.
Yeah, Ian Riccaboni was filling in for Taz on commentary.
I kind of like this dynamic. I loved. Like who was it? What it was? Tony Schiavone, Ian Riccaboni, and
Excalibur.
Excalibur for the first half, and then it was JR for the main event.
Actually, he wasn't even. Yeah, I forgot where this was. I noted it down. I'll mention it when we come up.
I'm just trying. I know someone took a picture of the commentary booth when they first showed it.
Yeah,
well,
he was there for.
I liked it.
All of a sudden, I can't freaking find this. Okay. Nope, that's not it. Oh yeah, it was for the main event. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, it was just like their typical like pay-per-view type scheme. Where
It's good to see him.
Yeah, it
sounded good.
Well, JR is JR. He does his JR things. So
he's in his 70s. He doesn't give a shit anymore.
So this opening promo, I wish it had more meat to it.
Yeah, I was kind of like, I liked it, but I didn't love it.
I kind of wish they did the joke that we mentioned last week with the face-to-face of like, hey, Hangman, make sure like we're on the same page here. Don't go into business for yourself. Even though, yes, it's tongue-in-cheek, it would have been... It's an MJF thing to do.
Yes.
It's a very MJF thing to do, to be tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah, and as they were going through this, I'm just like... Are they doing an intentional slow face turn for Hangman, or are they going...
Well, it's like,
through the promo, gauging the audience's reaction to see what the next move is.
It's like what MJF was saying. You burned down a guy's house. You were the good guy. You drank a guy's blood. You were the good guy. You put a needle through a guy's face. You were the good guy. Like, it's also like, remember, we, like, in wrestling nowadays, especially in the late, and now in the early 2020s, there, and even spanning from like the 2010s, there's no face, there's no heel. It's just wrestlers. Everyone loves who they want to love.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that dynamic of the wrestling business in general has changed drastically.
Oh, speaking of bad guys, I watched the Vince McMahon documentary on Netflix because I just have Netflix now. God damn!
I keep forgetting that I have a fucking Netflix.
God damn, that documentary, that Vince McMahon's a piece of shit, and Bruce Pritchard keeps Vince McMahon's dick placed firmly in his mouth the entire time.
I remember seeing a tweet about this, and it was like, non-wrestling fans watching the Vince McMahon doc. Wow, I can't believe how much like heinous shit is in this documentary. And then under it, wrestling fans watching this Vince McMahon doc. Wow, I can't believe how much shit they left out of this documentary.
Yeah.
But one day I'll get to watching it.
It's
although
like
knowing me, that'll be like 7
doc.
years from now.
It's a solid doc. I love it.
I will have some time tomorrow, but I'll be on a bus and it's just like it's not. No, I need to like blast the headphones. It's not worth it.
But this promo, it was good. I wish it had more meat. It mentioned
there were high points definitely, and then there was just a lot of
like
this is okay.
You have MJF mentioning the fact that Hangman's the one who ended Christopher Daniels' career, put him on the shelf now. Then Hangman's like, hey, don't talk about my mentor, someone who has bleed for this company, who has traveled the world 100 times over. And
and this was at least the second time that was brought up. So I have a feeling that's gonna play into the finish of the match at the pay-per-view.
I would love for them to add a stipulation, maybe have CD, special guest referee. Special guest like Ring Enforcer.
There would need to be another promo next week to
there's probably going
make
to be
more sense.
There's probably going to be between what they have like a little under a month to build to this?
They have like 3 weeks.
Yeah, a little under a month. Like a
Yeah,
week under a month.
because next week's Collision is March 1st. So
Ooh.
yeah, it's sneaking up on us.
Yeah. But no, it's like I think CD has to be involved in this one way or another. I'm surprised this wasn't like I have a feeling their blow off match is probably going to be a double or nothing. Yeah, go to where it quote unquote started, finish it where the story began with them at Double or Nothing. And it's probably gonna be a Texas death match, knowing Hangman's track record.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because I think CD gets involved here. Whether CD screws Hangman, CD screws MJF, double turn or not. It'd be very interesting. Hell, even get like Jeff Jarrett involved. Have him in the shadows of this as well. Because he's now just out of the picture.
I mean, the guy is like in his fucking late 50s, and he could still go. I'll give him that. But
no, this promo was good. It ended with
yeah.
Like also it was stitched that they couldn't touch each other or else they get suspended, fined, matches called off. MJF spits in Hangman's face. Hangman tries to.
I don't remember if we mentioned this, but security was around the ring the entire time.
Yeah, the local talent was around the ring the entire time. There was a security guard tonight during the end segment. He was staff security. If you look at him from the background, he was near the ramp. He looked like Jack Perry. I was going fucking crazy looking at this dude. I'll hold on. I gotta find.
Yeah, I also need to send you the meme, or at least the picture that my friend just sent me. It's nothing bad. It's just funny.
Like, I was going crazy looking at this thing. I gotta.
Oh, that's why. I'm an idiot. Okay. I know you have that app. I was like, why the fuck? I love how it took me 2 weeks to figure out what that was. Okay.
Okay, it's gonna be hard. I'll just
if anything, send it through Messenger.
Well, no, just look up like the promo between like when the Don Callis family came out. Look at the security guard to the right, and he looks like Jack Perry. I thought it was him for a moment. I thought he was gonna do a sneak attack.
I am gonna have to scroll through Twitter for that, and I am not gonna do that right now.
It's not that. No, just like go to like the hashtag AEW Dynamite. It's gonna be there.
No, stop! Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, go to like and then go to AEW's Twitter. It should be like the thing that they posted 20 minutes ago. Should be the most recent post they have.
Did I get fucking blocked? I didn't even fucking do anything.
What, did AEW actually block you?
Let me try searching it on my other account, because like the account in general is okay. This one is working fine.
Yeah, go to the @AEW account.
I really do not understand technology sometimes.
The most recent posts with Shivani and Orange Cassidy in the ring. And then when they cut to like
okay. The security guard
to the right. He should be
was
like
this after
it's
after they started, before or after Kenny came out?
He was there before because he's event security, so he's always there.
Okay, hold on. All right. What we're doing right now, people, is a
game of
I'm watching along to
a game of Where's Fucking Waldo. You know what? I'll just do
pretty much.
Hold on, let me just do this.
Events.
I just screenshotted it. I'll just drag it into
Oh, I
yeah,
think I saw him.
yeah. He looks like Jack Perry.
Yeah, he's standing behind the security guard, right behind the railing.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's event
interesting.
security. He looks like Jack Perry. I thought it was him for a hot minute. The entire time. I was like, oh, cool. Like, is Jack Perry gonna get involved
Holy
here?
crap, that actually does look like his twin fucking brother.
I thought, oh, is he gonna get involved here?
Are we sure that's not him?
No, because he would have got involved, and it's event security.
Wow, that looks so much like him.
I am
Holy crap.
100% like convinced it's event security. So,
Interesting.
but I was like, whoa!
I love how you caught that.
Because I legit had to, because when I was setting up the stream, I was watching it from my side profile. I was watching it how WWE wrestlers watch the promos in the backstage area. Then I actually had to get up, be like 2 feet from my TV, and I'm like, is that? No. But like, okay, if he hops the railing, gets involved, it's him. If he doesn't, it's not him. And then it just event security. Because I was looking at his shirt, trying to see if it said AEW security or event security. And it said event security. And I'm also sure if it was Jack Perry, they would have had this dude in a hoodie, masked up to fucking high hell. You're not just gonna have him in the fucking in the crowd with an event security shirt, and people have been like, "Hey, look, guys, it's Jack Perry. The fuck you doing here?"
The hell you doing?
But that's just a thing that since we talked about memes. So what was this meme now?
I mean, it wasn't really a meme.
Actually,
It was just a
I do
picture.
have Blue Sky, thank God.
Yeah. Like I said, it took me a week to figure out what that was because I don't have it.
Yeah, the better.
Even though you've mentioned it on this.
It's the better Twitter. It's Twitter with less pedophiles, racist, and crypto cucks.
Oh, see, I just fucking block all those people. Makes my life. Why is my computer doing that? Okay.
I will always shit on Twitter because I've had Twitter since 2011. I've seen the rise and fall of this app.
I also love there's a separate tab now for people solely that you're following. Game Changer.
Oh, for Blue Sky?
No, for Twitter.
Oh no, they've always had that. It's been the For You page and then the following page. They've always had that.
Oh, have they? Because I noticed it like last year. I could have sworn that wasn't there before.
Well, it's always been the following page. Then they have a For You page. For You and following now. But with Blue Sky, they have a following page. And I'm happy because I get just to see wrestling stuff. And comic book shit. And no pedophiles. No racists. But no, okay.
I gotta follow more video game shit on Twitter, but that's besides the point. So
after this promo with Hangman and CD does come out to save a local talent from getting murdered by Hangman.
Yes, MJ. So they say, the end of the promo and everything, and they back up from each other, start taking everything off. MJF spits in his face, and of course, Hangman tries to go after him. MJF cowardly duck out of the ring and then starts talking shit by the entrance ramps like, I'm right here. CD does come out, does protect that innocent bystander indie talent from getting murdered, and yeah, he's not full face yet, but
he's the tweener.
They teased it. Yeah, they teased it the week after his match with CD. Like, CD put the seed in his head, and then this just further cemented, okay, yeah, this is a slow burn face turn.
And so keep in mind, I'm going off by the order that I'm seeing this on Twitter, so Mike can always correct me. After this, we had a recap of Grand Slam, and then we go backstage.
Nice
and we go backstage with Renee with the undisputed.
Well, they did this a little weird. So before commercial, the Patriarchy made their entrance with their upcoming match against the Ops.
Okay.
They go to commercial. We come back from commercial, and Renee is backstage, and I'm just like, I would have just cut to commercial after the recap vignette, and
do
then
the backstage,
did this, and then do both entrances in the match.
Well, no, I think what you should do is, and here's the unfortunateness of this: you do the vignette, you go backstage, cut to commercial, give Christian and the family, the Patriarchy, the jobber entrance, so no one sees it on TV. Then you give us the Ops entrance. That's a better pacing.
But at the same time, they were all televised.
That's a better pacing.
I mean, I would have just,
because I'm going to assume.
Well, since everything was on television, I would have just switched the order here.
I'm going to boldly assume the backstage interview was pre-taped, so they could have really just switched this around. Because why have that in the middle of, like, why have that after an entrance?
Yeah, this was very odd.
I'm saying it because I'm going to assume that was pre-taped. So what you do is vignette, backstage promo, give the Patriarchy the jobber entrance in commercial, and then give us the Ops when we get back. I can't even hear what you're saying.
Sorry, I had to mute my mic for a sec. No, like the way this was formatted was strange, but
yeah. But I'm saying the way the way I just said to format it makes the most sense.
Would have been a little better.
But so we have it's pretty much just hey, Roddy has the match in the main event. Kyle, you're friends with Orange Cassidy. Is this gonna cause a difference? No, we're bros. We hang out and we conglomerate. Simple as that.
The way this played into the match later was fucking phenomenal. But we will get back to that.
Then we get the Ops, their entrance, which is pretty cool. They beat the shit out of the Patriarchy just for the win.
Pretty much, yeah.
And this was solid.
Hook took out Nick Wayne via the Red Rum, and there was a match announcement. They basically just made MJF and Hangman official for the pay-per-view after this.
When I saw that, I was like, "What? No stipulation for this match? No, like."
Well, it's the first one.
I get that, but still.
Oh, you know that they're gonna wrestle again at the second pay-per-view. I would actually rather the first one be straight up, because if you go overboard from the start, you're kind of setting yourself up to go down. If you just do a regular match, you're kind of just setting yourself to ramp it up.
But it's like,
not that that's, and also they started feuding what, 3 weeks ago, a month ago.
Initially, yeah.
Yeah.
If you talk about the grand scheme of things, 6 years ago.
Well, yeah, that's when the seed, I should say, for the feud was planted. But they need to ramp it up a little bit more to make adding a stipulation make sense.
Then I would think their blow-off is at All in Texas for an actual Texas death match.
Because All In is earlier this year, right?
All In, I believe, is in July.
Yeah, so that is earlier.
So I think what you do is this match straight up.
Okay.
Double or Nothing
in May.
I think Double or Nothing. Then you have the special guest referee CD.
Yeah, and the blow off match All In. So, yeah, March, May, and July, 2 months between each match. Yeah,
and then you give promo wise back and forth. But so yeah,
they have plenty of time to ramp this up. This was in.
So
it was a just to go back to for a second. It was a good promo. It was a letdown for the two people involved. On the surface, it was an okay promo, but you expected more from the two involved. That's what I wanted to say earlier that I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
After this, we had an ROH recap with Bandito and the Outrunners. The Outrunners in those masks, gold.
They popped
Absolute gold.
They popped Jericho. Jericho was seen like he broke when he saw them, which is, hey, that's understandable. If you can get someone to break,
Especially someone like Jericho.
it's like, which is not too hard. But yeah.
Jericho's a decently hard one. Because he'll have a reaction, but he won't laugh.
Yeah.
Like he'll have a but he won't like full on crack.
So back to the matches. So yeah, the Ops killed the patriarchy. And then this led into our street fight, which they had.
Yeah, and also after that ROH thing, Renee, who one of many, many, many appearances on the show, was in the back with Jericho, and he drops an F-bomb that they censored. I'm like, hey, all right.
Well, they censored a lot today, and I kind of was like,
yeah,
I don't think you have to censor shit at like 8:30 at night.
They probably have. Then again, this is just me making shit up on the fly. They might possibly have it in their contract that they can only say it a couple times uncensored per episode. Because I know there have been in the past, like a couple went straight up, no censored, and then they started censoring it towards the end of the show. So I'm just like, maybe, is there a quota or something? I don't know.
But, we had Jericho in the back being like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna Bandito, the contract is up, I'm gonna fight you. I think, yeah, they're fighting at the ROH pay-per-view. I believe the title's gonna be online. So then
it'd be cool if Bandito got it back.
I would hope. I don't want Jericho needs to get away from this ROH scene.
Yeah.
So this street fight was good. Why did they have these prop brick walls that they did not fucking use?
Yeah, I have to give people something. I don't know.
Cause those were well done. Sometimes
it just looks good.
They had beautiful artwork. I thought, okay, I thought it was like the fake glass that someone's gonna get thrown through, something like that. No, they just were there. They were not even acknowledged. They didn't even show them. They were just there.
Happens.
But
sometimes it's just for the visual.
Hobbs and Big Bill beat the shit out of each other. I'm happy to know, because I remember like a long time ago, I went to Spirit of Halloween, and I can spot fake bats, fake wrenches from a mile away. This was one of them. Also, fun fact I found out recently, FYE sells kendo sticks.
Huh.
Like when I was visiting, when I graduated college, I went my friends came up to upstate to watch me graduate. We went to the mall. And we went to the FYE there. And I see just kendo sticks for sale. I'm like, what the fuck? This is an actual weapon. I can murder someone with this. Oh, speaking of college, 2 months later, I made the dean's list.
Nice.
Like, I get this email. You know, the same day I get fired from my job. So I was like, first it was, hell yeah, I made the dean's list. 2.5 hours later, hey, so the warehouse is closed and you no longer have a job. And I'm just like, fuck. Great.
Yeah, being an adult sucks.
But yeah, so yeah, FYE sells kendo sticks. Straight up. Like real kendo sticks.
That's great.
I might actually, like, if my FYE still has them on sale, next weekend I might actually just go to one and pick it up.
Did you get the price of them?
I did not. Let me see real quick. Talk about this match when I look this up.
Okay, so there
Okay,
is.
wait. FYE
Oh,
kendo
boy.
stick. 30 bucks.
That's it.
$30.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get one.
Yeah, if they still have them in stock, I'm gonna go and get one. Holy fuck.
I'm surprised it's not. Is it like a decent sized one too?
Yeah, it's like one that you would see under a ring.
That $30. That's pretty good.
Fuck, why is every website is defaulted to fucking killing me? God damn. But yeah, I'll think about picking this up. Yeah, depending on how things go after payments that I have to make, I'll look into buying it this weekend. All depends.
$30, not bad. Not bad. But like you said, with this street fight, these two did beat the hell out of each other. And of course, you knew there was going to be some type of interference at some point during the match.
Yeah, Brian Keefe took a nasty table bump. Just the table, only a little bit splintered. Then we have the bag of bricks.
Slam because it was in the corner. Bag of bricks that looked like clay.
Well, when they were falling out of the backpack, they were dusting like real bricks. Yeah. I'm not sure.
They did look a little bit like clay with how they bounced.
Oh. Because I think you can just buy like. Cause if I remember correctly, when in WWE, when Seth did the curb stomp to someone through bricks, through cinder blocks, they looked real, but they broke too easily to look real. But they still dusted as if they were real. So
I still remember the. I think it was Swerve when.
Oh yeah, it was Swerve and the Mogul Embassy when they did the stomp to the stomp to Keith Lee.
Yeah, and you were just like, that cinder block was so fake.
Yes,
but shattered.
So this match was good. It ended with a nasty table bump through.
Yeah, good thing they set up two tables because he completely missed the first one.
I think once again, AEW never ceases to fail. When they want to do a two bump table spot, no one ever hits the second fucking table. It's always just
first one.
It's always just one table every time. And it looks so fucking rough. I completely forgot that street fights in AEW are 10 count. So I guess they don't call them last man standings in AEW. They just call them street fights. So...
well, doesn't it also... Because I feel like not every single one... Because isn't it technically a TKO?
Well, that's like the 10 count. That's just the 10 count overall.
Yeah, because I forgot whether they said in the actual introduction whether it was a count out or technical.
I completely missed that. But Powerhouse Hobbs picks up the win here, and we go to the back with Renee, hardest working interviewer in pro wrestling history. She is with the Murder Machines, and I think they're just gonna fight for the tag team belts. I think that's pretty much
called out the Hurt Syndicate, and yeah.
Then after this, we had a nice promo from Timeless Tony Storm.
Well, before that, we had Justin Roberts in the ring announcing that Double or Nothing is coming to Arizona this year, Sunday, May 25th. And I'm like, God damn it. I was enjoying and getting used to Saturday pay-per-views, and now the first two of the year are on fucking Sunday.
We're in the summertime, baby. It's Sunday. So, Timeless Tony Storm comes out.
Now I have to rush on Saturdays to get Collision in before I go to bed.
So, we had Timeless Tony Storm. It took a bit for them to kick in her black and white stuff.
Oh, glad you brought that up, because speaking of that, the Was it the? It was on, I believe, the Grand Slam show. They had a vignette at one point where they were recapping the night that she like full on reverted back into Timeless Tony Storm, and it was full color, and as she's lifting the shirt off,
it was.
you just see the black and white. I loved that.
So I had to do something like that in high school for my BOCES class, and it's not easy to do.
Oh, I can imagine that must be a pain.
So
in the
like
ass.
we had to do like a commercial, and we did like a Mountain Dew commercial. Me and my friend, because this is when Fallout 4 just came out. So one of our classmates brought their Xbox and was just playing Fallout 4 on one of the TVs. And we had to have everything else black and white, but the bottle. And it is a pain in the ass. So yeah.
I'm just curious, how do you actually do that? Do you have to like make an outline or something?
It's not like we did it in Final Cut Pro, which is like a baby simulator, well, a baby editing software.
That's basically.
But it's not. It's just annoying.
That's basically like the Windows Media Player of
editing
Mac.
softwares. Yeah, but like it's not. It's not too difficult. It's just annoying, from what I remembered. So Timeless Tony Storm is out here. She promotes her movie. That's going to be in theaters March 7th. Go and see it.
Shameless plug.
And she pretty much just calls out anyone come and fight her, whether it's Chris Statlander, who else was
Willow.
it? Willow, anyone. If they want it, like we can go tit to tit, face to face, or lips to lips. And that got a big pop from the crowd. I thought someone was going to come out and attack her.
Same.
I was waiting.
Because they set it up perfectly too with the spotlight and everything.
Yeah, and even when the spotlight faded out, I thought, okay. And now, nope. Okay, we go to commercial, which it was just a vignette because Gabe Kidd is coming to AEW Collision.
I know if Christian was watching this, he would be hyped right now.
Well, he probably was watching. He's just not here because he works. Yeah, Gabe Kidd's gonna be on Collision, which is happening right now. He's probably fighting Max Caster.
Oh, they're taping Collision now?
Yeah, I would believe so. Let me see. Let me see if anything's popping up. Nothing on there. Nothing yet, but I would just boldly assume it's being taped right now. And
Also, you could probably check Ticketmaster.
Well, because the crowd popped huge for it, I'm going to assume it's happening right now. So, so yeah.
I still need to go back and watch the match with Kenny from Wrestle Kingdom.
Well, you're not going to see that for still for a long time. So don't have New Japan. So
trust me.
Yeah, if there's a will, there's a way, and you will watch it.
Yeah, I got to get around to a lot of things, but yeah. So I'm excited for this. Like I said, still haven't seen any of his matches, but from the way people were glowing about the match with Kenny, looking forward to this. After this, we had back to the back with Renee. Hardest working interviewer in wrestling is an understatement. This time with Willow Nightingale, and she's trying to introduce her, and Willow is all pissed off. She's just like, you know what? Last week I had a minute of television time that was so rudely interrupted by Moxley, and then Marina Shafir comes, they get into a skerfuffle, leaves Willow laying. Moxley takes over the camera, commandeers the camera. They're walking through the backstage, out through the curtain, into the arena. He takes the mic, and he goes, basically takes the mic and is directed at Copeland. Yuta is with them, by the way, and Claudio just fucking teleports and appears out of nowhere, apparently, now. Fucking another superpower Swiss Superman has. But, he says, what I started in Brisbane, Australia, at
if
Grand
it makes
Slam,
you
he's gonna
happy to
finish
know,
the job
if it makes you happy to know, Harley Cameron is currently on Collision. She's making an appearance.
Let's go.
I swear they need to sell the puppet. Sell the puppet.
They should. They should.
Hell, if not,
I'm
if you
surprised.
if you don't sell the puppet, hell, I know people who work on Sesame Street who know Jim Henson Company. Get your foot in the door with me, and maybe I can get my foot in the door with you. Who knows? But yeah,
So Mox.
Yeah. So Mox gets a mic and yeah.
Yeah, calls out Cope. He's going to finish what he started at Revolution because he choked out Cope to win the match at Grand Slam, which was a little surprising.
I'm getting tired of this Mox stuff. It's either give us show us a title, or I'm not sure how long he's out for, how much further he's out of injury, but I keep on forgetting to cover this. Eddie Kingston has been training. He's been rehabbing. I'm not sure.
That was a serious injury.
Yeah, he very serious. It has ended someone's career before. I think, and this is a very long shot, who is going to take the title off of Mox? Maybe Kingston. Maybe the long pitch. Maybe the long run is Eddie Kingston.
Possibly. But we've been saying this for like 2 months now. They've really dropped the ball with this storyline. The last few weeks has been better, though.
I'm still lukewarm on it. I'm cold on it. I'm not like happy with it.
Yeah, so Mox says he's going to finish the job at Revolution of breaking Cope's neck, and we hear Jay White's music, and I'm just like, all right, here we go.
I thought when I saw Pac in the background, I thought, is how severe was Juice's injury? Where is he? And I thought the Guns were going to come out and help too, but nope.
Yeah, I think we left that in the past.
Unfortunately,
I think that was left in the past.
Unfortunately.
Had a good thing going for a little bit. Yeah, so Pac is walking out of the tunnel. Jay White turns around and just goes, I see what's going on here. I see what's going on here. Then Cope's music hits.
You think you know him. And then this crowd tried so hard to sing. Tried so fucking hard.
Well, they did for a couple seconds, but then so much shit was going on, they're just like, oh crap, we gotta pay attention.
Yeah, Cope gets
his music hits.
Gets Spike, chases them to the back, and then the match is
through the crowd.
This match itself also needs a stipulation too. You can't have Spike be coming out twice and not this match not be like a street fight or an Extreme Rules match.
I have a feeling they're gonna announce something last week because one.
You mean next week?
Even though it wasn't. What?
You said last week.
Oh, my bad. Next week. I feel like Freudian slip. I feel like next week there's going to be a stipulation added because not only, even though it wasn't a singles match at Grand Slam, but not only did they have a match with those two involved, but Mox choked Cope out. And you're right. This, unlike MJF and Hangman, is warranted a stipulation for the pay-per-view, in my opinion.
What else?
Yeah, so Cope's music hits. There's a couple second standstill because everyone's just like, oh crap, is he coming this way or is he gonna? But he shows up in the ring, and then you just see this grin from Jay White that I chuckled at. So Cope jumps Mox. Everybody gets involved now. He busts out Spike from under the ring. Once that happens, Marina and Mox are in the ring. He goes chasing after him, swings at the turnbuckle in the corner. They bail, jump over the railing. They're starting to get chased throughout the arena, and I'm just like, I always enjoy this. But they make their way up the stairs. They disappear. Cope gets a mic and is just like, Moxley, this ends at Revolution. I'm I'm taking the title, but before that, I am going to make sure that one by one I take out the Death Riders. So we have a Collision this week that they're taping now. Who knows if it'll happen then? We have Dynamite, Collision, Dynamite, Collision.
Yeah, well, we have
So
like two Dynamites.
So either two people are going to be taken out per week.
Yeah, we have two Dynamites left
on each Dynamite, or somebody's going to get taken out on Collision, and they're going to do one by one with each show leading up to the pay-per-view. And then there's going to be, this is just minor prediction, there's going to be a promo or a segment, the Collision the day before the pay-per-view, where Mox realizes, oh crap, I really am all alone for the match tomorrow. They might add the stipulation there, but
I would think
this should be a good match at the pay-per-view.
I think you add the stipulation at the go home show. Also, reports are saying that Bryan Danielson was in the back today at the taping.
Oh, nice.
So who knows whether or not he's going to get involved?
He might. Well, because remember, he's not technically retired. He's retired from full-time competition.
But normally when you have a wrestler who's backstage, there's going to be some
well, no, because he specifically
of him
said
coming back soon. Well, I know he's not going to be there full time, but he's probably going to be for like one-off matches every few often.
No, because I think what he meant was he's not going to be wrestling full time, but he could definitely be on the show a decent amount because he's not technically wrestling.
I think. Yeah, so we got
because a match like once every 2 months or that's a part-timer.
Yeah, so we're probably gonna get so we got two Dynamites left, two Collisions left. Because I'm counting Collision being taped.
2 or 3.
Well, I'm counting because Collision's
including this one.
I'm counting because Collision's being taped right now. 2. Even though yes, it airs Saturday 2, because we have the 26th and the 5th, and then for Collision, we have this coming Saturday. Yeah, to the 1st, 28th, and 27th. Well, yeah. I mean, 1st and the 8th. 1st and the 8th. Fuck off, right, man?
You did it to me. I gotta get you back once.
You know what? I hope you get the Detroit treatment and a water main breaks on your street, floods and freezes the water.
We already get water in the basement enough when it rains hard.
No, sidebar here. Did you not hear about Detroit and how it's like underwater but frozen?
Actually, no, I didn't.
A water main burst in an area of Detroit, and the water froze. So all these cars are fucking stuck in like 4 feet of water, of ice.
That sucks.
That's funny as shit in my opinion, though. I'm an asshole. Sucks. It sucks, but it's funny. Also, it snowed here in North Carolina again. I brought this cold with me.
It's supposed to snow pretty bad tomorrow up here.
Because my college got hit with 20 inches of snow, almost 2 feet.
God damn. Actually, what time is it supposed to start snowing? That's not helping me, phone. Okay. Hold on. I have way too many tabs open. Okay. It is... And now it's saying it's not supposed to snow. What the fuck? All right, just gonna disregard all the weather from now on, I guess. But after all this, we go to commercial and we come back with the hardest working interviewer, or backstage interviewer in wrestling today, Renee Paquette, with Mercedes Monet. And I so wanted Harley to be hiding behind the lockers and just appear with the puppet because there
Oh
was
shit!
obvious space
Hold on
there.
a second. Hold on. Breaking news.
Oh boy.
Chris Jericho versus Bandito on Collision for their ROH title.
Interesting.
Not
you think they
on
pulled
the
a switcheroo on Collision?
I don't. Maybe.
Well, okay. When is the ROH pay-per-view?
I don't know. Also, a trios championship match is set as well. Death Riders versus Danny Garcia in 2.0.
Yeah, Death Riders are retaining in that one.
Yep, even though they should fucking lose, they're retaining.
Well, not to them though. No offense to those guys.
All
right.
Yeah. I'm just looking around, making sure I get everything because it's all stuff that just popped up right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going upstate all weekend, so I'll catch Collision on Monday. But cool.
Yeah, so far there's no heavy spoilers for Collision as of yet. Even though, yes, that's a good thing, but I would love to see stuff to know if it's worth watching.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it on delay anyway, just to keep up with everything. But speaking of no spoilers, I was surprised not many things were spoiled from Grand Slam with the delay in TV taping.
I think I
also just didn't check Twitter.
I only saw the spear through the table from Cope to Claudio, and that Timeless Tony Storm one. Those are the only two that I saw. And then I saw the talk about how the ring is small, which is, hey guys, do you want to know how much it costs to ship about like a 3,000-pound ring?
Several $1,000s.
$40,000.
Yeah, I was about to say, because shipping a 4-ounce thing is gonna run you like $4.
So they got a ring from a local indie fed that I believe, if reports are true, that Kyle Fletcher knew, and the ring was a bit smaller. People are complaining about that. Buddy Matthews had a tweet saying if the ring wasn't too small, this, he probably wouldn't have tweaked his ankle, but also if Okada wasn't such a bitch, he would have won. But also the tweet got taken down pretty fast. I think, one, it's just to, hey, don't add fuel to that fire of the small ring talk, please. Like,
yeah, and two, just you should have just kept the second part of it. Should have just never tweeted the first part of that.
I think like one, I don't care, small ring. One, if you're still able to get the job done, fucking who cares?
Yeah. Yeah, it also only seemed to affect like 3 individual spots on the entire show, so I didn't really care.
Yeah.
The only noticeable thing was they had, like, you can tell it was smaller when they were doing V-triggers, basically. Other than that, it literally did not affect the show at all.
Also, there were no steps, too. No, like...
Yeah, they had, like, the mini...
Then that makes me think, how did they get a ring to London both times?
I don't know, different continent?
Maybe also a local indie fed has a better setup with actual steps too.
Could be. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But yeah, so who cares? Small ring or not?
How, like, when people are complaining and that's the only thing that they're complaining about, you knew the show wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or wasn't bad in general.
If people are complaining about the ring size, then you know.
And yeah, they got nothing.
But
I will have a spot to complain about later in this show, but first,
yes,
going back to Mercedes and Renee in the back.
No puppets.
She's given
sadly.
Yes, she's given this.
This wasn't a bait and switch.
unfortunately. But she's given Mercedes like the grand intro, and Mercedes is just like, no surprises, Renee, please. And then it's made official. Oh, wait. We have a word from, I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, Momo Watanabe.
Momo, yes, you said it right. It's Momo Watanabe.
Sweet, awesome. With back when she was backstage with Lexi Nair after Grand Slam, and she was I forget the full name of it, the Women's Cup winner, and she is allowed to challenge because of that any CMLL I forgot the things that were mentioned, but basically
it's every
just
title.
goes,
It's every title that fucking Mercedes has.
So, yeah, basically. And she's just like, I challenge Mercedes for the TBS title. And I'm just like, all right. Get to see Mercedes wrestling another New Japan girl. And I'm just like, all right, cool. I'll gladly go into this blind. Because Mercedes low-key killed it in the ring last year after, like, starting from Forbidden Door throughout the rest of the year. She low-key killed it.
After that, we had the women's match.
Yes, which, in my opinion, was the match of the show.
Yes, it was a solid match with such a terrible ending bit to it, though.
Yeah,
so
that was bad. That was bad.
It's a fun match. We had Megan Bayne versus Chris Statlander, a very fun match. Yeah, and then
they're,
also
like, they're working. They're
Stephon Swanson.
Like they're going stiff with each other.
So
they're working.
The funniest part about this match is Stephon Smith, the referee, was sweating buckets. You saw that, right?
I gotta go back and watch this.
He was just sweating buckets, and I'm like, "What the fuck? How are you like almost this blown up?"
See, I didn't really notice that.
He was shiny.
I was just like,
that's how I noticed
so enthralled. I was so enthralled in this match because I'm just like, oh, holy crap, this match is actually really good.
Yeah, it was a fun match.
Oh yeah, he's shiny.
He was so shiny. So,
let's see if there's a better one.
So this match happens. It's a solid match. Penelope Ford gets involved to help Megan Bayne win. And then
remember, I did bring this up last week. Yes. How don't be surprised if this is not a coincidence. And turns out it's not a coincidence because this is the third time.
And then so Penelope Ford is beating up Chris Statlander. And then Thunder Rosa's music hits. She scrolls down to the ring, not fast, slowly gets into the ring with a chair.
Well, I mean, she's got limited space she can't really go full speed.
Well, you could still be a bit faster than you were. Gets into the ring with the chair and be unknown.
Now, this was the start of the train wreck because up to this point everything was normal. So this was the start of the train wreck.
They watched her get into the ring with the chair. Didn't try to back out of the ring or try to attack her. They waited for her to get in the ring. And Thunder Rosa was like,
and so what I think was going on here was she wanted to hit Megan Bayne, but Penelope Ford stepped in front of her, and she didn't really want to hit Penelope, so she held up.
No,
which
but
I'm just
still.
like, okay. No, wait, let me finish. So I'm just like, okay.
So awkward.
That was a decision. And then I actually have the fucking benefit of having the tweet up. She backs up, and then they start walking towards her, and then she teases the chair again, not as much as the first time, and Penelope goes to grab it after Thunder Rosa puts the chair out, and I'm just like watching this going, what the hell is going on here?
So,
because this was terrible.
Here's how I would have booked this segment. Penelope Ford gets in the way, hit the chair into Penelope Ford's stomach, do kind of like the boom, she falls to the floor, and now you have a face-to-face with Megan Bayne and Thunder Rosa. And then, whether or not the chair is still in play, it It's up to them. But how this
gets
went
worse
down
every time I watch it back.
it was like everyone, even Sean Ross Sapp, I believe Denise Salcedo, everyone's like, this is fucking awkward.
Yeah, that was a terrible spot.
Because, like, it's just like, what
and then
the
even
fuck?
at the end, Penelope, like, Stefan Smith is like getting in between Thunder Rosa and Megan Bayne, and Penelope Ford is just on like the other side of the ring going for a stroll, and I'm just like, this gets worse every time.
Okay,
this was by far
Oh.
the single worst thing on the show, which is incredible because this was the aftermath of the best match of the show.
Okay. So I'm watching it back. I'm watching it back too, and only like the 11 seconds of it. So yeah, Penelope Ford get in the way. Then Penelope Ford steps out of the way, and then Thunder Rosa goes to swing and just like holds it, stops. I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck happened here?
So I'm just gonna go ahead and say that this is gonna be
See, I had thought
because since
with how
it's
this was-
still February, this is going to be a top 3 most terrible
yes.
30-second
So-
spot of the year.
So with how everything was happening and how shit was going on, I thought it was gonna be a double turn. I thought she was gonna turn around, hit Chris Statlander. That's the way how it looked. Especially with
This
the
was so bad.
so with the first fake out, I thought she was gonna turn around and hit Chris
So bad.
Statlander. Because watch the first like 11 seconds of it. Just rewatch it again. Just watch the first 11 seconds of it.
I've already watched this 3 times since
Watch
we
it-
started the conversation.
Just
It
watch
gets
it
worse
again.
every time.
Just watch the first 11 seconds again. With how she teases the chair swing, you would have thought she could have easily turned around, hit Chris Statlander.
Making me watch this bullshit again. All right, let's see. Here we go.
Just
All
the
right.
first 11 seconds of her getting into the ring, threatening to swing. How she
Okay,
does the
let's
fake
see.
out.
Stepping, yeah, that was a awkward get into the
'Cause-
ring, and then
And then
again,
the fake
this
out.
gets worse every time.
Like, how the fake out looks, I thought she was going to do a full turnaround and hit Chris Statlander.
I guarantee you, even Statlander was just like, "What the fuck is this?"
Because, oh my...
This was bad.
This was so fucking bad.
So terrible. This was
In
absolutely
AEW's
awful.
history, they've had a lot of bad moments. You had the Dark Order fake punches to Dustin. You had the Nightmare
the
Collective.
entirety of the Nightmare Collective.
Collective.
Yes.
And I hate to say this, because they're my boys. The Factory. Anything with the Factory.
Okay, not everything, but just most.
Okay,
things.
okay. QTV backstage then. QTV backstage
That-
then.
That was bad.
But no, but this, like, they had an easy out. If they wanted to just flip the script, you could have had Thunder Rosa with that fake out, just spin, hit Chris Statlander, and be
No.
like, "Oh, I'm just here just for nothing." Then
Now, I don't know if there was a miscommunication here, or if this was the entire plan, or one person in particular screwed up early in the segment, but
God,
fucking horrible.
yes,
Like,
this was
fucking horrible.
This was so fucking bad. I hate drilling into this, but this also is just to
You-
show
at the
that
same
we're
time,
not biased
though,
too.
usually nothing this bad happens. It's usually one of those things where, that could have been done better. But this was just atrocious.
Did AEW have the full? Oh, they have the full
Uh-huh.
thing up on their Twitter.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I am scared to check the replies on that one.
Such an awkward ending to what was an amazing match. What in the
Yes.
holy hell was that? That was pretty odd to someone completely forget what to do. This was terrible.
Yes, maybe.
So, what happened here? You
I don't
have just reaction memes. If you've seen Ice Cube's son, he has like a sports podcast, wrestling podcast with his buddy, and they were talking about that trade that happened with the Mavericks and the Lakers, and his reaction to it is there. You got the gif of someone putting the square block into the circle hole, and you know what? Because we say it here, you got to be retarded to post this on your page, knowing people are gonna cook it. Yeah. Oh man, this is so fucking bad.
I love how the entirety of this was literally like 45 seconds. That is just how bad it was. Because it started off innocently enough.
Someone has a good point here.
And then just got instantly bad. Stayed terrible.
Someone has a good point here. When a face runs you with a chair, heels scatter. This was awkward.
Okay, we'll keep that in the back of our heads for next week.
Because heels, like whenever like a face come to save the day with a chair, the heels hit the back of the ring and go out through the crowd, or they circle around the ring and leave. Yeah, there is so much.
Now, you actually just reminded me, because there was a backstage segment, I believe it was on last week's Collision, before Grand Slam, where Thunder Rosa was in the back cutting a promo, and Megan Bayne walks past her. So, I don't know. But this was horrible.
Oh my god, everyone is cooking this thing in the fucking comments.
I love how this was literally like the only bad thing on the show, too.
Yeah. Well, also some people were a bit iffy on the Hangman MJF promo, because it really just didn't get out of second gear.
No. That was an okay promo, but disappointing because of the two people involved. But this was just on a whole other level of bad.
Keep in mind, that was Hangman's first like promo in 6 months.
Oh, damn.
So after this, we go backstage with Renee, hardest working woman in television today. She's backstage with Max Caster.
My phone auto-corrected this to Maxine Caster.
Hell yeah.
Oh, God.
So it just Max Caster saying, hey, I still have this...
Way to go, phone.
I still have this paper that says I'm the best. An open challenge on Collision. Who came out to answer it? We don't know.
We will find out on Collision.
Yep.
Who do you... Gabe Kidd, maybe?
I think maybe. I think that this will lead into Gabe Kidd coming out. Just to fuck with.
Because who was the... It was Hangman. Who was the other one in the 0-2?
I don't remember.
Was it Swerve or no?
I don't remember, man.
No. Shit. Anyway. But, yeah, so they're doing this with Max. He's going to get killed again.
Yep.
Low-key kind of enjoying that. After this, we had Ricochet. Gotta be honest, when he walked out, I was just like, he looks like a Harry Potter villain.
He comes out, he starts just running down Phoenix, Arizona. He's trying to get over like the baby thing right now. I think he's right. Was that who he's trying to get over?
This might have been the second time he said it.
He's trying to get it over. He's not going to get it over. Stick with the.
No. He has a better chance of getting that over.
Cause hell, you can even like, cause remember how he tricked the crowd thinking Swerve was coming out.
Yes, that was phenomenal.
What he should, I'm not sure if he did it for it, but what he should do. Do you know how like we get the Swerve in the entrance for Swerve? Just whenever, if he wants to do that again, take out that part and do the and just do that. So
I absolutely loved when he did that. That was top tier.
So Swerve was running down Phoenix and talk about it, yeah. So Ricochet was running down Phoenix, saying how Swerve is not here. Then Swerve music hits. Out comes Nana. He goes, I told Swerve to stay home.
And he didn't do the dance
because he's all business today, man. He's all business. So he comes out. He said, "Hey, I told Swerve to stay home, and it's for a reason. I want that robe back. That robe has meant a lot to me. I have been in the wrestling business for 3 decades, whether it was in the ring, outside the ring, booking, and that
or
robe,
helping someone rise to the top.
And that robe means it means respect. It means you have earned it." Because only 2 people have worn that jacket or that robe. I think outside of Nana himself, I believe Nana originally wore it, if I'm not mistaken. Jimmy Rave and Swerve. Jimmy Rave being one of Nana's first managing gigs for wrestling. Jimmy Rave did pass away, I believe, in the past 6 years. Let me check. I believe it was. I'm gonna check. I'm not gonna say his cause of death.
And while he's saying this, he immediately turns back to Ricochet and goes, "And you, Ricochet, are not one of those men."
Oh yeah. So Jimmy Rave has had a lot of issues in life. He had both his legs amputated at one point. I just want to make sure I get this right. Okay, yeah, so he died of a MRSA infection. But yeah, this jacket means a lot to Nana and to just the legacy that he has brought to wrestling. He said, "I just want it back." And Ricochet leans in, goes, "Then take it." And this kind of makes Nana kind of somber up, almost starts to cry. He goes, "Oh, you're gonna cry now? Okay." And then leaves.
It was a decent promo.
Yeah, the blow off.
Little anticlimactic though.
The blow off to Swerve and Ricochet's gonna be fucking cinema. So good. Oh, speaking of cinema, fucking Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher, steel cage at Revolution. Holy fuck. That's gonna be so good.
But it was anticlimactic, but at the same time, Nana realized in the moment that if he was gonna fight Ricochet right then and there, he was gonna get his ass kicked. So man's made a smart business decision.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's getting it back all right at Revolution.
Oh yeah,
he's getting it back.
I think what's gonna happen, either I'm right or wrong about this. Either Nana's gonna put it back onto Swerve, or Swerve's gonna put it on Nana, saying, "Nah, you have earned this honor." I think it's either to be that, or it's either going to be Swerve gets to wear it again, or Swerve presents it back onto Nana himself. I would love to see the latter, and it be he puts it onto Nana. Have that emotional moment. So, yeah. What was after this? Was it time for the main event after this?
It's time.
For the main... Oh, actually, no, wait. Wait, never mind. No, we talked about it already, because I just saw the order, which AEW posted shit. I thought we skipped over the Mercedes promo, but we talked about that already. So, Orange Cassidy comes out first, back out with the blue.
And we got good old JR on the call.
Yeah, and we had Orange Cassidy back in the old school attire of the blue jeans, blue jacket, white shirt, coming out with Jane as the intro.
Yeah, I mean he flip flops back and forth. So
I think when it's time for serious Orange Cassidy, it's the Pixies. Where's my mind? Black attire. And then when it's Orange Cassidy being Orange Cassidy, it's blue. It's the blue and white. This match was solid. Roderick Strong and Orange Cassidy, fun match. The stuff outside, you had Orange Cassidy hug Kyle O'Reilly.
Was fucking phenomenal. This was fucking phenomenal.
See,
you know how people say this was a million times better than the Thunder Rosa chair? This was like 10 million times better than that.
I was kind of hoping, and I wanted this to happen. You know, it would have made no sense. Imagine if Orange Cassidy was trying to hug Adam Cole. Look,
he should have tried that.
But no, he just went like,
should have.
And got back in the ring.
Yeah.
Then Roderick Strong got out, hugged both O'Reilly and Cole, took a suicide dive. Fun match.
And after he throws Roddy back in the ring, as he's getting up onto the apron, the crowd starts chanting, one more time. And then he gets down and gives Kyle another hug. This was fucking phenomenal.
I hate to say this, but I think Kyle O'Reilly is going to turn on Orange Cassidy.
Maybe.
I think one of those hugs is going to turn into a belly-to-belly suplex.
Maybe. But we'll see. We'll see. But like I said, this was absolutely phenomenal. So they go on to have a pretty good match.
Yep.
Pretty good match, like these two do. OC picks up the win.
Which means that OC is losing to Takeshita.
Takeshita. Yes, sir. And then after this, we have Tony Schiavone in the ring and is basically saying, so you won this match. Next week, you're going against Takeshita for the International Championship. And then we hear
the brown note.
Don Callis with Takeshita and Mark Davis. And
then you had the Jack Perry security guard in the background.
Yes.
I thought it was Jack Perry. I thought he was going to join the Don Callis family, or the Young Bucks were going to come out. But who knows at this point?
And Schiavone, before Don Callis comes out, Schiavone is just like, if you win the championship next week, that might just make you the greatest international champion of all time. And I'm just like, definitely solidify him up to this point.
I'm going to assume, though, of course, it's going to be obvious that Orange Cassidy is losing here.
Yes.
And I would love to believe.
And obviously, somebody's getting involved.
And I would love to believe, because we had Kenny Omega come out to save Orange Cassidy from the beatdown.
Yes, sir.
Or Kenny Omega wins a Revolution. And then at All In July, we get Kenny Omega versus Okada. And maybe you unify the Continental and International titles.
I am for that, and just bring a trophy back, or just bring in a trophy for the Continental Classic.
I think
because the title makes no sense.
Yeah, because they're both the same. They're both one and the same.
Kinda.
It's like the Intercontinental title in WWE. It's one of the. It's why they got rid of the European title, I believe. It's one and the same.
Pretty much. But yeah, we get end of the show after Kenny chases Don Callis and his crew out of the ring. Kenny picks up the belt.
Oh. Did I lose? Hello?
But did I just freeze?
Yeah, you froze for like 30 seconds. I mean, we thought my Wi-Fi cut out.
Ah, okay. Well, that sucks. But anyway, like I said, after Kenny chases him out of the ring, he picks up the International Championship, holds it up top over his head, and you just see Orange Cassidy in the peripheral vision of the camera just go, oh shit.
But what's gonna happen? Kenny Omega, Takeshita, Revolution, Kenny Omega, Orange Cassidy, Double or
Or
Nothing,
nothing.
probably. And then Kenny Omega, Okada, the unification at All In.
He's about to have a run of pay-per-view matches that are just going to be chef's kiss.
This is just me fantasy booking how this is going to happen. Because it's probably not going to happen. But it makes, like, I would love to see them just unify these two fucking titles. Because it makes no sense. The international continental champion. Just put them together as one. Give the winner of the other shit a trophy. Fuck this title. Either have Okada win, have Omega win. I don't care. Both outcomes are beautiful, regardless. But yeah.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah. So like I said, it was like a weaker Dynamite, but there were a lot of things on the show that were good.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
Wrestler of the week, I will give it to Harley Cameron again. I'm sorry, Harley Cameron kind of deserves it. Had a great match at Grand Slam. She has a fucking hand puppet over, for Christ's sakes.
It's like Jericho with the list.
And the scarves.
And the scarves.
Like, remember, if you can
Me and my friends almost bought those at one point.
If you can get the littlest thing over, you're set for life.
Mm.
And right now, Harley Cameron is white hot. You give her a fucking title shot. Give her a TBS title shot again. Have her win. Because right now, I don't think people like this reign of terror with Mercedes. Yeah, but Harley Cameron,
Good
my
match,
wrestler of the week. Who do you got, Mike?
You know what? I don't have a good answer here, but screw it. Let's go Megan Bain.
Okay.
Because this match was awesome tonight. And it was not her fault that the segment got screwed up.
God, she briskly jogged to the ring with the chair. Almost tripped getting into the ring with the chair.
Yeah. Not good. Not good. Other than that, good show.
Yeah.
For the most part. Yeah.
Yes, that's going to be the main thing people are going to pick apart for the next 3 weeks of AEW. And we're prepared for that. But other than that, though, guys, we appreciate you all for watching. I will keep you guys updated. I might start doing live streams. I've been playing through WWE 2K24 recently. I am thinking about getting 2K25, but also I have bills to pay and more important shit to look at. But I'm having fun with it. I'm doing some trophy hunting right now in the game. I got some of the more rare trophies, which consisted of, hold on, I'll just point those out before we leave. Come on, stupid thing load. So some of the rare trophies I have picked up are defeat The Undertaker in a casket match on legendary difficulty. As Bruno Sammartino, win or pin or submit Roman Reigns without using any paybacks, which is like kind of bonuses that you can do. And then this was the hardest one. I had to do this match 5 times, win an ambulance match without losing the end game minigame. So pretty much, if you lose it once, have to restart. So I eventually just said, fuck it, I am making a creative wrestler, putting all of his stats down to 30 overall, and I'm kicking the shit out of him that way, which is what I did.
Nice.
The other rare trophies I got were fairly officiate a special guest referee match. Only 9% of players got that. As a referee, call the end of a match before a superstar taps out. Only 2% of people have that one. And then, as a special guest referee, end the match via pinfall with a fast count. Only 8% of players have that one. And for the other ones, for the ambulance match, 1.1. For the Bruno Sammartino one, 1.4. For the Undertaker casket match, 2.0% of players have that one. And the referees are like 9.8, 2.2, 8.7. So those are like the rare trophies for Steam. The Bruno Sammartino one was fucking annoying. Keep in mind, all of these are on legendary difficulty. So you have to play against a very difficult AI.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, okay, guys, we appreciate you all. I will keep you guys posted about my job updates, so keep tuned to that. And yeah, all right, guys, peace out.